My name is Teresa Pollen. I work for the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum as a curator for the Art and Artifacts branch of the Collections Division. Before coming to the United States, I taught scientific photography in a college in Jerusalem. Together with Gavra Mandil, my colleague and friend. He never really talked about his past. One time, though, we went together to a conference in Germany, and while crossing the street, of course, on the red light, the policeman shouted, "Halt!" which means stop. And he stood in the middle of the street and raised both of his hands. That raised red flags for me. I started to ask him about his story. He was not very talkative about it. With time and then as friendship developed, I got more and more of a story. After leaving Israel and coming and starting to work for the Holocaust Museum, this incident stuck with me. I went back to Gavra and asked him again, what is it exactly that happened? And why did you have such an instinct to raise your hands when you heard the word halt? Well, he told me his story, and he showed me for the first time the photographs that his father took from 1920 until 1955 or so, including the whole period of the Holocaust. They started their life in Novi Sad, which is a small town near Belgrade in Serbia. And when the Germans invaded, Moshe Mandil understood right away that they have to run away. And when they were on a train, the Germans were searching, and somebody said, "He's a Jew." Mr. Mandil never lost his nerve, took out a photograph which he took for his photo studio, showing his son, Gavra, and his daughter, Ella, next to a Christmas tree, and said, "Of course we are not Jews, look at this picture." And this convinced the German, and they continued on their way. The road to their freedom was long and difficult. Finally, they ended up via jail in Pristina in Albania. We, in our collection, have about 50 photographs that Gavra gave us, many of them from the prison in Pristina, which his father took not only of his own family and friends, but in addition of the Italian army guards, because the Italians were in charge of Pristina at that time. Because he took their pictures and they liked it, when the Germans were coming closer to Pristina, they warned Mr. Mandil and arranged for the imprisoned Jews 3 trucks. And with these 3 trucks, they went to Albania and managed to survive. His profession and his social skills saved lives of many. The whole family continued to Tirana, the capital city of Albania. Moshe Mandil got a position as assistant photographer in a photo studio just because he could work under the black cloth, taking pictures of SS officers in a photo studio. His assistant was a 16-year-old Muslim Albanian boy, Refik Veseli, who when the time came, took the whole family to his village up in the mountains and saved their lives. Gavra never ever forgot it, of course. When it was possible, he made sure that Refik had his first in Albania automatic photo printing enterprise, and he was very successful. Refik was recognized as righteous among nations by Yad Vashem in Israel. Gavra traveled quite a lot to Albania and to his hometown of Novi Sad to tell people how unusual was the behavior of this young boy who took it upon himself to take a family of 4 to save them, and how unusual was his father who knew what to do. These items help us to illustrate what was destroyed, how it was destroyed, and maybe most importantly, how these people did not remain victims after the war.